Go. Let's welcome two of our most stunning guests in Let's Talk Batting so far. First time we're doing three people in the conversation. The playoffs are finally here, and we have Tushar Menon, who was a CSK supporter. Not sure who he is supporting
Whoa,
right
whoa,
now.
I am still, man. Still, always. What do you mean, was a CSK
But
supporter?
so CSK's IPL is over. So now because I've had years when Mumbai's over and I'm like, no, I'm not watching anymore. But I think you're not like that. You want to support
No, no, no.
support the game
I'm
and
with
stuff
my
like that.
sister now, and for Virat Kohli, I'm with RCB.
RCB, okay, we have RCB representation here, and we have Suvek Joseph, the Malayali back, the Delhi Malayali, finally reaching the playoffs,
Yeah.
hoping to do the impossible. But it's only a hope. We all know that. So yeah.
But crazy,
Okay.
huh? Like, Suvek,
Yeah.
one season he supported Delhi, and that team is like in the fire, like playoffs kind of a thing. Crazy was Suvek.
No, see, the thing is, I mean, Delhi, I know it was we had a bit of a hiccup getting into the Q1 spot, but I mean, during the middle part of the season, it was pretty much the same fixtures we had in mind. Mumbai versus Delhi in Q1 was always
Hmm.
set there. But anyhow, whatever said than that, we're playing the Q1 with Mumbai. Let's see how
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, many
No,
people
but
predicted Mumbai Delhi to be finals direct.
yeah. No, but good point. So halfway we were like, for sure it's going to be Mumbai Delhi, and then and RCB also was rising that time. So we thought maybe RCB also. Suddenly DC and RCB started playing like the worst team possible. They lost some 4 games in a row, I think, both of them. And then somehow they sneaked in because their first half was so good. So like if you see eighth team is Rajasthan. If they had won one more game against one of these teams that qualified, they would have made the first four. So crazy I think.
Yeah.
And Sunrisers, nobody thought after Bhuvaneshwar's injury, we were like, okay, not happening. Warner is not playing like Warner. Then suddenly one game they lose against Kings and Punjab. Then Warner is back into Warner form. Saha also became Warner. So
I mean, even Mumbai bore the brunt of Warner's innings also. You remember the last league game of the IPL? Not a fancy one for Mumbai Indians to remember.
correct.
10 wickets
Inconsequential.
thrashing.
Inconsequential game. We didn't play three of our main players. So, but yes, ideally
I,
it's not good. 10 wicket win is.
I think in the run up to the playoffs, especially like all teams want to finish off in a high. I mean that's going to bother. I think coming into the playoffs, I feel like I don't like I know Delhi's made it on a winning note, but still I feel Sunrisers they look really threatening coming
Oh
into the
man, Sunrisers have some massive
playoffs.
momentum with them right now. Massive momentum, like crazy.
Yeah.
I
I remember
like
like what Jake was telling about the Punjab match which they lost. Like it was a simple win, but they still lost it. And then after that, me and my dad, we were sitting and calculating and things like that. So it was like SRH had to win 3 matches, and that too was with the top three, that is Mumbai, DC, and RCB. And we're like,
Yeah.
ek to हारेंगे ही, so they are out. Like SRH is
Yeah.
not coming for sure. But they
Yeah.
won all three, and they won on like high notes kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So massive momentum going to
It's the
the
same thing
playoffs.
again. For them to win the IPL, again they have to beat RCB, DC, MI. So.
Yeah, that's true.
or probably RCB, MI, and DC.
Oh,
I mean, that's cute. That's cute, but
Yeah, you can
but
never know. I mean, yeah, I mean when you look the head-to-head stats, like I think DC they've been like it's mixed stats, but the team DC have really fared well is the Mumbai Indians. When you look over the years, when you look except for this season, probably
yeah,
you look through the years, it's always neck and neck, DC and
yeah,
Mumbai. When you
yeah,
look to the head-to-head stats, actually, except for this year, like where Mumbai Indians won 2 games, I
correct.
feel DC and MI, although like when you I think Tushar dropped his phone or something.
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CSK
someone
fan,
came
bro.
to
Those things
call
happen on CSK.
Not a good year for CSK. But on the positive side, I mean the next IPL is only like about like 4 or 5 months like
Yeah.
far away. That's it. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
I
what.
mean, we'll keep them in the bottom next year IPL also, but this IPL,
No, no,
this
no.
IPL.
Next year IPL is not bottom for sure, no matter what. Especially because this Gaikwad, oh my God, what did he do in the last 3 games, man?
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
why did MSD? I mean, try him in the earlier games. I mean, that's what everyone's talking
Apparently, he didn't see the shine in them.
about. The
Kind of
spark.
thing.
The
What he was
spark.
He
saying,
had
the spark.
COVID apparently. Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, starting he had COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a few decisions were really baffling to me. Like this guy called Jagadish, he came in one game and he scored around 30 or something. And Kedar Jadhav was literally doing nothing. But even in the next game, Jadhav got picked ahead of this Jagadish guy. So like those are a few things probably.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I mean,
but
CSK this time was-
they have a tendency of backing their players. I mean, like Watson and all. Like we know, like he's had literally a very bad season, like throughout to 2019, and then in the final, he
Yeah.
almost pulled it off for them also.
Yeah, I mean CSK season's over, so let's talk about this playoffs. Okay, we have 4 teams, and realistically anybody can win. But what are your percentage predictions of this team could win? Like I'll start off so you get the hang of it. So I think 75% Mumbai Indians is going to win. I think 10% SRS is going to win, and 8% RCB, 7% Delhi. That's my take. So, Tushar, you next.
Oh, crazy, bro. 75% to Mumbai.
Yeah.
You could have just made it 97,111%. You could have just made it that.
No. This is accurate. It was mathematical. I said 8, 10, 7 and on. No rounding off. It's precise.
Right. So, yeah, like you're this thing, 60 Mumbai. Mostly they're only going to win. 60 Mumbai, 20 RCB just because I'm favoring them, and 10% the rest too. That's it. It's very difficult for RCB to win the next 3 games continuously because even if ABD and Virat do something, still, it's 3 games back to back is like very tough. So, still 60-20, 10-10.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because
Correct.
definitely because I'm supporting Delhi Capitals definitely. Although
Interesting. Build up. We need build up to this. Because we are at 75 Mumbai, 60 Mumbai. So let's see.
I'm gonna give a 50% chance for Delhi to win this, definitely, because we've got. I mean, you need to win 2 games. I mean, 2 games out of the next like possible 3 games in case like for anyone who's in that. So you need to win the next 2 games. So I'm going to give 50% chance for what shall I say, for the Delhi Capitals.
You forgot the name of your team also.
It's these guys keep changing the names in between.
This is the problem with lying. Okay, this is the problem with lying. Stop lying.
Capitals.
Say Mumbai Indians.
I'm going to give a 25% chance for Sunrisers Hyderabad after Delhi to win the championship, and 20% for Mumbai Indians, and 5% for RCB.
Why that 5 as well? Why?
Because I think like one day, like if Kohli and ABD can pull off a match, they can bat out any opponent. That's what I feel. I mean,
that's true.
They can bat out. I don't think they can defend a total. But
then why only 5? Why are you giving them just 5%? I give them 8.
Because I mean, if they
back to back doing that is tough, yeah.
It's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough for RCB, and coming with 4 losses into the playoffs, definitely. I mean, they're going to be a bit low also.
You also 4 losses, but still 50%. Because Suvek from Kerala is supporting, we will have 50. RCB knows that.
No, I have a lot of faith on few guys, especially the head coach, Ricky Ponting. He's going to have a few tricks up the sleeve. And definitely he's been the head coach for Mumbai also, and former Mumbai Indians captain also. So he's definitely, I mean, he'll know the players pretty well and like what they could use. And we even have a trump card which we haven't used actually. There's a guy called Nepali leg spinner Sandeep Lamichhane. So you could actually play him like Sri Lanka played Ajanta Mendes and all during crucial crunch games. Because the third bowling, I think it would be a brave move if actually one of them they use Lamichhane instead of Daniel Sams. That's what I feel. So I think because
Ashwin and
Rabada,
Ashwin and Akshar are playing well. So
yeah, they're playing well. So definitely, I mean, I feel like Delhi will be more focusing on their bowling, and they expect the Indian core to do bulk of the batting. And with Stoinis coming in, coming in as like a hard hitting role. That's what the composition seems like.
Yeah.
The other podcast where me and Jake was speaking about, Chris Morris was doing so well for RCB, like what an addition. But now I feel Jason Holder, what an addition to Sunrisers Hyderabad, bro. What an addition.
Correct.
Like with the ball especially, he's been like performing so well. Like it's a very good
and it'd be really difficult for them to like drop someone like Bairstow also, because Bairstow was performing so well for Sunrisers. Like over the years, Bairstow won over like
in 3 matches, in 1 match he wins it for you automatically. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, so Saha's also done really well. Come in and like although he's a test keeper, predominantly a test keeper, like he's really played some good now.
That guy hits mad, huh? He hits like since when? Not only this season, since when he hits mad when he hits kind of a thing.
Correct. Yeah. But what do you think of the Mumbai Indians squad? A lot of changes they made. Hardik has not played 2 games. Rohit didn't play 3, then played 1. He was not in form. So do you think we'll go back to what the winning team was, or do you think Rohit might get rested, or is Rohit fit enough to play?
I think Rohit Sharma is going to play. I mean, because this is the business end of the tournament. If he can play the last game, probably if he's showed indications of playing the last game, definitely they want him, because I don't like. I mean, these are definitely pressure games, so you need someone who has that kind of experience. Rohit Sharma, I remember he's won 2 finals by margin of 1 run. So that needs a lot of credit needs to go to the captain. Mumbai beat RP by 1 run. Mumbai beat CSK by 1 run. So
I see Tushar smiling and remembering all the nightmares.
And I was so sad, dude. Shardul Thakur, what an asshole. He just had to touch the ball, dude. He just had to touch the ball.
So you need someone who's really, I mean, so that's why definitely, I mean, 2 really good captains. I mean, MS Dhoni definitely, I definitely like his captaincy skills, not his batting. An honest review. I mean, I mean, he's been a good leader on the side. So I mean, even Rohit Sharma, although like his performances are like it's shaky, you can't really predict. When Rohit Sharma goes big, he really goes big, but when he doesn't, like he doesn't score at all. So so I think that's the main reason they like brought in Rohit back, because Ishan Kishan, he's looking in the form of his life, but when Rohit Sharma is back in the game,
it'll mostly be the same squad with like initially they were playing Saurabh Tiwari instead of Ishan Kishan, so it'll be like that switch. Otherwise, everything will be the same.
Coulter or Pattinson? Which one?
I think it should be Pattinson. Coulter is not doing that great, is what I feel.
I think Pattinson also. I mean, during the early days, he was bowling really well. He was picking wickets, so they should probably take him. But Coulter on the other side, like if there's a batting collapse or something, Coulter he's good with the bat.
Oh man, so that there's enough backup in Mumbai Indians for batting collapse. Always there's enough backup for batting.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Even against Sunrisers, it was nice to see, Pollard still standing and hitting those sixes and stuff like that. So even without
Sunrisers, the only problem with Sunrisers is their middle order. Like, like if Warner and Sahar don't make it, then for sure match over, like that kind.
No, Manish Pandey Williamson.
No,
are both
they're doing well, but they're not like, they've never, like only that one match which Manish Pandey and Vijay Shankar took it to the end. Otherwise, it was almost like all the other matches, it was one of the openers playing for sure kind of a thing. So,
correct.
You take their top out and then.
David Warner's also, I mean, he's got the knack of really performing, like performing above his standards, coming into this big games. It's that Australian kind of a culture.
Yeah, he likes getting into a fight. He's always like,
I remember like one of these seasons when the SRH won, like literally no one else batted. I think this guy, they needed around 160 to chase, and this guy scored a century. And the rest of the team were like, so no one was like even daring to go near him, because he was like all charged up and geared up for the occasion.
Warner is really one of the most dangerous batsmen in T20, man. You can't let him get into touch. You can't get him out, then that's no matter what.
Correct. Yeah, should be quite.
But I mean, Mumbai having Bolt, I mean, it's a good thing. Like against Warner, I think Bolt has got the better of Warner on a few occasions.
Hey, hello. We are not playing Warner yet. We are going to reach the finals and wait for whoever comes. Okay.
I mean, Mumbai is going to face some good fast bowling today. I mean, you're going to face 145 plus consistently from North Bay and
Ramada has
Dude, if
Rapana.
Mumbai,
in the last 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you see, he's still. I mean, he's almost on par with Bumrah, so you can't complain. I mean, he was the
he's
purple
ahead,
cap.
right? He's still 25, right?
He played 1 game extra. Okay.
One game extra. Yeah, that was also stupid. Like, Bumrah for the purple cap and you're resting him, guys. Like, why?
No, we never wanted the purple cap and all. We've only had one orange cap, Sachin, because Sachin does. We never want all that. We just want the title. So we're focused on that.
What?
What
Malika
about
never
RCB?
won purple cap?
No,
Yeah,
Malika's maximum wickets in IPL history, but never won purple cap, I think.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
RCB, do you think Philippe is going to continue or Finch is going to come back? Again, pressure game. Finch has been there, done that so many times.
Man, I would, even though Finch is performing very bad, I would still play Finch more than Philippe, man. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, playing like 17 balls and scoring 15 runs is like way better. You play 7 balls and score 10 runs. Like, seriously. Like, even though, like, why to waste the ball? So
Philippe can hit. Philippe is a hitter. I mean, in Big Bash final and all,
yeah.
Yeah, but he, like, last 3 matches, you see, last matches was 12 or 17 and the match was 30 or 31. Like, isn't Padikkal enough to do that already? Padikkal also does the same. Like, Padikkal also like 50 or 40 balls and things like that. So, you need to go for it kind of a thing, no matter what.
Yeah, because if ABD is keeping, I think they could. I mean, they have the luxury of having Finch in the team because Philippe is also a keeper. So in case like you wanted him to play,
yeah, but he didn't keep, I think.
No,
when he came back,
AB kept both games. Okay, so very interesting. The entire playoff is going to be like I think Rohit said, it's going to be a new tournament altogether. Like it's like a small mini tournament. Whatever's happening.
Rohit said that it's a very funny format. Very funny format, Rohit.
Yeah, but
anything can happen. Like winning by 1 ball, 1 wicket.
Yeah. All of that is fine. Hopefully it stays funny and we are all laughing at the end of it. Because I remember there are seasons where we have dominated and I'm like, oh no, we lost this game. I hope that doesn't happen to us, and I hope we get good cricket, not games like SRH MI or CSK.
Today you'll get a good one. Today you'll get a good one for sure, bro.
Personally, I would want to see like I would want a new champion to come because now MI is one.
That makes sense.
SRH is one, so probably I would vouch for a DC RCB final. You get a new champion in 2020. But I've only given them 5%. Let's see what happens.
Jake, what about you? Finals?
What about me? What?
Who do you want to see in the finals? Who do you want to see?
Who would I want to see in the finals? I think SRH, because the fact that they're playing so well. I think SRH would be. Of course, initially I was like, okay, I want KKR in the final because it'll be easy. We beat them we played them for 25 times. We've lost only 4 times. So I was like, KKR is my first pick. But having said that, like India, New Zealand also, I was happy that when India got New Zealand, we were like, okay, not Australia, not England, easy opponent. But then that happened. So definitely, no longer thinking like that. I think SRH, because they're playing really well, not a bad opponent. I don't want Kohli to go in, but I think Kohli is going to have a much better tournament than what he already had, because now he is super close, and he and AB are at this state where they've achieved everything, and now they are like, this is the only thing that we don't have. We have to get it. So I think they're both going to switch on a lot more, and probably play the best that they've played in all of IPL, maybe in the next few games. But all of that will be good cricket and fascinating for all of us to watch. So again, thank you, Tushar, and thank you, Suvek, for joining us. Anything you want to say before we leave?
Anything except Mumbai is fine. This is my line always in all previous 2 podcasts. Like, no, any winner except Mumbai Indians is fine for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so history is going to be made. 2020, DC will enter the finals.
DC will enter the finals. We will beat them in the finals. So looking forward to all that. And thanks to you guys again. You guys have done this, I think, a lot of times with me, and always fun talking to both of you. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Next IPL is in 6 months, so we'll get back that time probably, if not
Definitely.
anytime soon, kinds.
Yes, absolutely. India is also going to play Australia too. So that time we'll all be supporting the same team. So
big match.
All on the same page.
yes. Finally, after 2 months, we will all reunite. On that note, I will catch you both next time.